There is always something really fun here at EAA AirVenture.
Oh yeah, and our Emily Beyer actually live here at the EAA grounds this morning. She's always learning something. Morning, Em.
Hey guys, good morning everyone. You know, and it's really easy to learn a lot when you've got someone like Chris Henry showing you around the grounds, because you know everything, and that's what I love about you. You know all the little fun nitty-gritty, those fun stories that you hear about stuff, and you know everything about a lot of the aircrafts here. So tell me, we're in the vintage area. Tell me a little bit about this area.
So the vintage area is basically for aircraft. I mean, you can go way back as the 19-teens. All the way to 1970.
Wow.
Vintage aircraft, civilian of the time. So when we have warbirds that are on the other side of the field, that's the classic military aircraft.
Yeah.
These are all the civilian airplanes.
Okay.
A lot of these aircraft are the aircraft that taught America how to fly. And when you look at it, a lot different. The aircraft down here are mainly made out of fabric, covering, wood, and then of course eventually into aluminum, but you won't see much like composite and stuff like that. What I really think is cool, because we have a lot of the airplanes from the 1950s and 60s down here in the vintage area.
Yeah.
You see a lot of the cool colors of like turquoise or the pinks, things like that.
Absolutely. And now tell me, is this more similar to like what the Wright brothers were kind of thinking when they were doing those early drawings, when they were trying to fly and everyone thought they were crazy?
That's exactly right. This is a lot. I mean, you're only removed from the Wright brothers by about like 15, 20 years down here in some areas.
Okay, so it's really cool. It's neat to kind of see this is the start of aviation.
It really is, and there's a really cool group here. It's our branch of the vintage branch down here. Really relaxed. They have different talks that happen here. We're in vintage and review area.
Oh, okay.
So different restorers, owners, people who are really keeping the history alive come out here and they talk about the progress and the sort of the journey that went along to restoring these aircraft.
Yeah, and what is the best part about, I know there's a couple different forums and talks that happen over here. What is the best part about being and getting to experience one of those?
I think what's really cool is any airplane on this airport has a story. And that's where you hear the people side of the story. You hear the just how much love, attention, detail, blood, sweat, and tears went into these restorations, and also to keep them flying. It's hard to keep an airplane like this flying 100 years, in some cases, after it was built, but it's because of the dedicated owners, volunteers that dedicate their time to this that we're fortunate to have them here, and they share them with us.
Yeah, and then we get to enjoy them all week here at EAA AirVenture. Thank you so much, Chris. So you guys, again, we're in the vintage area. You guys, this is just so much fun. We really just took in a quick little history lesson, but there's so much to see out here. So folks got to come out and see it for themselves. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Emily. Now